What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 44 of the Screen Team podcast. My name is Gus.
I'm Sal.
And I'm Alex.
And we are the Screen Team. Today we're going to be talking about the season finale of What If, Spectre, and No Time to Die. We're going to start with, what if again? And Alex is going to go first on that.
Sure. I don't have a lot of likes or dislikes just because it's a show, but...
what? Last week was the same thing.
Yeah.
You came up with 3.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I didn't come up with 3 last
You
week.
didn't?
You only
No.
came up with one
How am
or
I
two?
supposed to
I
put
don't think it's the show.
I'm going to just put animation
I think it's just you.
Animation and action scenes. Animation and action scenes.
Well,
Like, what the fuck?
I think it's you, man. You're not
Shut
creative
up.
enough in your head, you know? Like, you're not understanding what you're watching.
It's a 30-minute... All right, whatever.
Hey, I came up with 3 different ones from last week.
Go. That's great. You want a cookie?
Yeah, if you have some, yeah.
What?
Actually.
What if? Okay, so I like how it connected to the previous episodes. That was cool. They brought back all the characters, or
They're
a
like-
lot of the
oh, yeah,
characters,
obviously.
not all of them.
Okay.
And then I like how it concluded that they save the world, and that it looks like they might, it's definitely a possibility that it'll leak into the MCU.
No way. How'd you think of that? Okay, whatever.
Anything is possible with the multiverse, bro. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. I'm really hoping so.
You're
Maybe
annoying,
later
bro.
down the line they might like toss something in there, but
Sure.
and then my dislikes was too short.
It's the same length. That
It was just too short.
was
I
so
wish
stupid.
they should have done like an hour-long conclusion.
If anything,
And I wish
I think it was connected to the other one.
I
you know?
wish, and I think Gus mentioned this on the last episode. I wish this was a movie. I wish this was what they would have
We've
done.
said that with so many. We said it with the zombie one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but,
But
this
the-
whole thing.
But this
whole
one
thing.
was connected. This one felt like just part 2 of last week. Right? So it's like I saw them as
Sure.
one thing. I didn't see it as like I saw it as half a show, really.
I did not.
Okay. Whatever. Like
Okay. My turn. So I really like the team that they assembled for it. I mean, obviously we kind of got all those characters throughout like the episodes and everything, except for Gamora. Apparently her episode
Oh, yeah,
was,
what was
what the hell was that?
apparently her episode was cut for some reason. I don't know why.
probably
Um,
boring. Okay.
But yeah, I think that was a cool team.
I was
Like
confused,
it's
yeah.
kind of like
forgot about
a bunch of like random characters, but all together like they worked pretty well. Obviously, like we say this all the time, but I really like the action scenes in this one.
It's the best.
I thought there was really cool things that they did with the combination of all their powers and stuff like that. Obviously, Doctor Strange being like this like really powerful being, and then everybody else having like their unique skill sets that they all brought together. I do feel though, like this kind of leaks into one of my dislikes though, is that when Ultron is that powerful, it kind of makes it harder to not question certain things, like how they're able to stand up against him. I mean, like Black Widow's there, and she's just a human with gadgets, and Peggy Carter's there, and she's just
Super soldier.
Super
Human on
soldier.
steroids.
Yeah. So it's just like kind of harder to believe that they can do anything in that fight. But
Sure.
I do like, obviously, like I liked what Black Widow used Hawkeye's bow to deal the final blow to Ultron, and I thought
Right.
that was really cool. And then my last like was
Wait, that was a dislike or
no, I just said it kind of leaked into one
Oh.
of my dislikes.
Oh yeah.
I liked what the Watcher did. Like he did a Doctor Strange with like there's only like one way this is gonna work, and he didn't even tell them like what, like he knew that this is the only way that it was gonna work. I really like kind of enjoyed that, like he knew like Killmonger was gonna like betray them, that they were basically like gonna get stuck in this endless loop of trying to take over like the Infinity Stones and like the Ultron suit and everything. I thought that was really cool that the Watcher was able to like, yeah, I knew this was
Foresee
gonna
that?
happen, but I couldn't tell you that that's how it was gonna work. Okay, so going into the dislikes, like I mentioned, just like Ultron's power level being that high, I think it's just gonna be kind of a thing where we kind of just have to suspend our disbelief.
Yeah.
Wait,
you know,
with the
You're right.
the Watcher guy. And I didn't mention this in my, so I'm just gonna mention it now. Why didn't he join the fight? That was
I
stupid. I mean, he fought last time.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
I think like
You bring up a good point.
yeah, I mean like he definitely could have been there, but I think he was still trying to in a way keep his oath by not
But you
interfering too
already
much.
fought him.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
but he was sought out in that case. And this, if you were to have fought him now, he would have been seeking out that fight, I guess. You know.
He
That's the
also
way
knew
I-
what was gonna happen, so he didn't really
didn't
have
need
to
to.
do anything. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Sure.
I feel like kind of going off of Alex's point, it did feel a little rushed. The episode in general. I know it's a 30-minute episode, so they got all that they could in there, and I liked what they put in there, but I feel like it could have been longer. And then I didn't like that at the end Black Widow was inserted into another universe where she had already died.
It's a little
It
weird.
just brings up
that.
more questions, and like I don't
Doesn't
know
it?
how that
Rick and
works.
Morty. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they do that in Rick
Yeah.
and Morty, but like I don't know, like I don't know if how that's gonna have any like repercussions. And obviously there's gonna be a season 2, so I'm sure there will be more answers to that. But yeah, that was
Wait,
my
why didn't you like
dislikes.
it? I'm confused. Why didn't you?
I
like
just didn't like that. Like, okay, we can just put
kind of
other
like Rick and Morty.
characters-
Like it doesn't feel real. Like it's like a cheat.
Yeah, it kind of feels like a cheat.
Like
Like her universe.
like it's not
is-
really your friends and family.
Yeah.
It's like it's different. They're different people.
Yeah, kind of.
Like Rick and Morty. Like it doesn't feel like it's his family. Like it feels weird.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
don't
I
know.
don't know. Like, I guess I don't know what kind of problems that kind of can entail. I
that was
guess.
her only option. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, she could have stayed there, but there was no one there. So
Yeah.
in the snow.
yeah,
In
the
the
planet
zom-
was
in the
still
zombie
there.
world?
No, not the zombie world. The planet that she was from.
It was Zombie World.
No.
Oh no, it was Ultron World.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
So she technically could have stayed there, but there was no one there. So just,
Huh. I don't know about that one.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, my turn. My likes. I like that there was a team assembled. That was cool, like a new Avengers.
The Guardians of the
The Guardians,
Multiverse.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like the name too.
I didn't like that. That was cheesy, but
Yeah.
whatever. But I nonetheless like that there was a team. I like that Killmonger betrayed them at the end. Like he was a bad guy, and I didn't like that he was all of a sudden a good guy. Like okay, you bet
Yeah.
it makes sense. I liked Doctor Strange. He was a badass.
Yeah.
I thought he was a badass.
it made
He was
me-
really the only one who could keep up.
It
Like
made me
he
realize
was protecting everybody.
how OP Doctor Strange is.
Yeah, he's a
man.
little OP. He's a little
He's
OP.
stronger than Thor.
Yeah, well, at least in the show he was. Yeah, I think he is. Even in the show, in the movies, he is for sure.
He could be.
Dislikes. There's no way they beat him, bro. There's no way. There's no way. I think Ochan just was. I felt like he was holding off a little bit, and then just I don't know. He could have just snapped his finger. There should have been that
He's
already.
just blown up the world, which he tried to do though.
I don't know.
And then
I don't like that the
Brother.
the program ended up beating him. Like an old robot beat like a super hyper artificial intelligence robot, and just like that doesn't make sense to
I
me.
mean, Jarvis beat him, right? So
Yeah, but even Jarvis is on another level as this guy.
How do you know?
Yeah.
This guy
That's not
uses
true.
old machines.
Well, he was in old machines, but he's AI. He's
he's basically saying,
yeah.
Nah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Sure.
And number 3, not to be confused with the first one, I didn't like the team that was assembled. So I like that there was a team assembled. I didn't like that I am confused. Okay, they could have grabbed anyone from any universe. There's like almost infinite universes. Grab like 1,000 superhero, 1,000 Iron Mans, 1,000 Thors. Grab everybody. Why'd you grab Killmonger and Bobby? And no, stop. And where was? Wait, was Captain Marvel there?
no.
Captain Marvel, where's she at?
I know they should have grabbed Captain Marvel.
I mean, I would have grabbed Captain Marvel. I don't know. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
All right, so now we go on to
Wait,
rating
let's rate
it.
it.
Are we rating it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the entire show as a whole? Like, should we rate it as a whole, the whole show, the whole season?
If you want to.
I think we should.
So let's just do the episode first.
The episode.
Just the episode.
go first.
You know what? Yeah, I didn't write mine down. So
Go first.
I think I would give the episode
You think?
8.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd give it a 7.5.
I give it a 6.5.
Nice. Really?
And then I guess like on the season as a
go.
whole, there were not duds, but just some uninteresting episodes. I feel like compared to like the rest, I would probably give the season on a whole like a good 7. I think that's
7?
kind of like the average of my scores, anyways. If I'm looking back on it, I
It's
think
like
the
7.4.
yeah, and like I don't think it's gonna be a necessary watch if you're like care about the MCU, unless they do decide to drag one of these characters through, which I kind of feel like if they were going to, they would have introduced it at the end when they were doing like the whole
Yeah.
everybody going back to their universes.
If they were gonna bring one character, which one would
You're
you
talking
like
about
to
into like the real universe?
Yeah, like if
The
it would
MCU,
have
yeah.
been in the actual MCU.
see?
Like
Which character would you like to see, or which one do you think is more likely to come?
I honestly
Cross.
thought like the point where they were talking about like Peggy Carter, like when she stopped and looked back, like that was like the only point like that I thought maybe one of those characters was gonna go back, but that was it. I don't really see any of them going back to because Thor, we already have a Thor. Black Panther, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman passed away. Black
maybe
Widow,
Killmonger.
no.
Maybe Black Panther. Well, he's a bad guy though, and he's stuck in
Yeah.
his loop. So.
Like I would want a good Killmonger to be part of the MCU.
But then he's
like
not this Killmonger though.
yeah,
What about
So that's
yeah. So that's a
different.
different.
what about
thing.
Doctor Strange? The crazy.
Wait, are we
Doctor
rating
Strange?
the whole show? Oh, you did. Okay,
Yeah, I
my
give it a
turn.
7.
I'm giving it a 5. It might be my lowest score of all the episodes, so it might not be the average.
Oh,
but as a
wow.
whole, like if I had to just watch, like just sometimes
You just didn't enjoy it.
sometimes things are not the sum of their pieces or the average of their pieces. Sometimes they're less than their pieces.
I guess.
So I'm gonna say they're less than their pieces.
Terrible. You
Just like I'm just so glad the show's over. I didn't
That's
like.
how I felt about
Shut up.
What did I feel
about
about?
WandaVision?
Yeah, that's how I felt about WandaVision.
I thought you said you liked WandaVision.
I ended up liking it. I liked it more in the beginning, and then kind of didn't like it at the end. I just
Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
it
We'll
was
do this whole
a-
show. 'Cause we have 2 more movies to do.
I would give it a 7. I would give it a 7.
Average ass food. Okay.
It's
Alright.
okay. It was
Now,
it was
let's
fun
go.
though. I enjoyed
Yeah.
watching
Enjoyed
it.
some episodes,
And they were
but
quick.
still feel like a
They're
drag.
not like they were super long.
You were just complaining about how you wish
What?
some of them were way longer.
Which one?
A few of them.
Just the last 2.
The last one
I
you-
wish they were longer. Yeah, but I'm saying like that.
overall.
To me,
they were
like,
quick.
The thing that would bug me if it was they were long and like
They
felt
were-
like a chore, but never felt like a chore to me. WandaVision definitely felt like a chore sometimes.
It being short and being able to get it over with, being a good thing, says to me that it's a bad show. To
That's
me
not true.
overall.
How
'cause
I Met Your Mother-
it was bad, so they.
That's not true.
But
over
he's
with.
saying that
Look
it
at
was
How I Met
short
Your Mother.
and he enjoyed it.
Yeah, look at How I
As
Met Your Mother,
opposed
bro.
to long and he
Those
didn't.
No.
are
enjoy
short,
the
quick
whole thing.
episodes. You just get
So
them
you're
through,
telling
bam, bam,
me
that's a
you're
good
telling me
that's
if
a
it
good
was an
show.
hour, if you like something a lot, you wouldn't want it to be an hour more. No, you would like to be in 30
he's
minutes.
not saying that.
Oh,
He's
that's
just
what I'm
saying
saying.
that it's 30 minutes and it was
And it was
enjoyable.
enjoyable. It's
So
good.
it was easy to get through it.
It's
But
like
if it was an hour
Two positives.
and not completely enjoyable, like he thinks
And not complete,
WandaVision
but what if it
was,
was right,
that's how you felt about WandaVision.
right, and not completely enjoyable? So you don't think this show is completely enjoyable?
WandaVision? No.
No, but this one.
No, yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm over
I,
it.
I,
I'm over
I don't
this.
think I was. I don't think I got
Hey.
bored. I think maybe one episode.
But if it was an hour long, would you have gone bored?
Depends.
Depends on what it was. I mean, yeah,
It being short to the point to me, and you're happy about that, tells me it wasn't as good as.
that's not true. Look at How I Met Your Mother is one of my favorite shows I've ever enjoyed watching because
No,
there's
you're
quick,
right. And
quick 30-minute episodes. They're
no,
great.
no, but to me, that's not the part I like about it. I like that it's good.
Well,
If
that's
anything,
not-
I want.
that's
If
not-
anything, I want it to be longer, and
that's
then I
not-
would watch like 3-4 episodes at a time.
No,
But that's not what he's saying, though. He's not saying it's good because it was short.
Sure, yeah.
And that's
But
another
he said he was
positive.
glad because it didn't feel like a chore, and he was able to get it over with quickly. If it was something I really, really liked,
I'm saying
it wouldn't feel like a chore. I would.
I'm comparing
I
it-
wouldn't be glad it
I'm-
would be over with.
it's not something I
I would
really,
want
really
it
like.
to be an hour
It's
long.
not something I really, really liked.
Well,
First of all,
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm
that's
saying.
why I give it a 7.
That's exactly. Well, this is exactly what I'm saying. You saying that it tells me is not a good thing. It's a bad thing. It tells
No.
me how much it's not something you really, really like.
Well, yeah.
That's what it tells me.
I never said it was something I really, really liked.
No, but you saying it's short and quick to the point. You're saying that
Oh my
7
God.
was a better sign because it wasn't because it was short, right? It was
I'm
like
saying it wasn't like WandaVision.
Okay.
I don't even remember what I gave
Let's-
WandaVision.
Let's
Honestly,
go
Might
on
have
to
been a 7.
Spectre.
whatever.
All right, let's go to Spectre and No Time to
Sal
Die.
is going first.
I think we should just.
Spectre first.
Are we
Yeah.
doing them
Yeah.
individually? Yeah, let's just tear up Spectre now while
Yeah.
we
We're
can.
doing it
Don't want it to
individually.
leak
So
in-
yeah, so we decided to see Spectre.
to
bef-
lead into No Time to Die because we hadn't seen it, right? None of us. Had
No.
seen it.
Alex says he thinks he has.
Dude, I was watching it, and the whole time I was watching it, I think I've seen this.
I think it's
I've-
happened to me one
I've seen
time with the
this.
movie.
I had definitely seen the intro.
Oh,
Me
really?
too. I've definitely
I-
seen the intro too.
I knew I had seen.
And I don't
that,
remember
but
where.
I don't remember any of the other parts of the
No,
movie.
I didn't see the whole movie. For
And
sure.
then
I saw
even
the whole
now,
movie.
thinking back to it, I don't really remember much of the movie.
Dude, I saw the whole movie, and I saw it again. I was like, yeah, I've seen this whole movie.
so
When has that
stupid.
happened to you? You said this has happened to
It's
you
happened
before?
to me. I don't remember. I don't remember already what movie it was, but it was definitely a movie. Was like every like 10 minutes. Like I've seen this, but I haven't. I've
Yeah,
seen this, but I
yeah.
haven't.
It's like you don't
And I had
remember.
to watch the whole movie, and even by the end of the movie, I was like, I'm not even 100% sure. And I think I think what happened to you was you were falling asleep the first time. Like you,
possibly,
which is I think what happened to me. For, like I think because I saw it like half consciously,
possibly.
which is like it felt like a dream almost.
Yeah, yeah,
makes,
yeah.
it, makes it feel like a dream.
Yeah.
Okay. Spectre.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. All right, my likes, which are apparently were so hard to think of, and I agree because mine are pretty shit.
Go.
My first one is Daniel Craig,
Yeah.
just the actor.
That's the
That's what he
only.
said.
That's the only thing I put as like.
Daniel
Spoiler
Craig.
alert.
I like Daniel Craig. He's a good 007. You know, he's different. I feel like I technically grew up with Pierce Brosnan, right?
Yeah,
The previous one. So he's a little more suave, a little more like. I don't know. Yeah,
Slick.
I don't see him as like kicking somebody's ass, but I do see him as like maybe getting a lady or something. And Daniel Craig at least fits more of like both. Like
he's
I
gonna
see
beat
him
the shit
more.
out of you.
Yeah, he might beat the shit out of you. Like you're scared of him a little bit. So Daniel Craig. Number 2, I like the premise kind of. The premise was like about surveillance, right? Like like taking control
Yeah.
of all this technology, the bad guys. Like it should have been, and it's in their likes, but I also have it. Do I have any dislikes? No, I don't have any dislikes. But I say kind of because it's also a dislike. It's a half dislike because I wish if they would have done something like Live Free or Die Hard, that whole movie was like the bad guys have they've already taken control of some aspects of technology because the bad guy's so smart, whatever, and like they're messing with the bad guy. Like if the villain, they should have had the villain already like has some sort of form of control over technology.
Well, he kind of did. I mean, he had eyes on a lot of people. He had eyes on 007. He had eyes on.
But not just the surveillance, but also like able to control the traffic lights.
Yeah,
Like they would have
yeah.
just fucked with him with technology, like
That'd been cool.
turn off his car. Like maybe he has no technology, or I don't know, something like Live Free or Die Hard. Because I don't know, I just love like Live Free or Die Hard so much.
That's a good movie.
Number 3, the third thing I liked was the car. I like the Aston Martin. I put LOL after that. The
These
car,
stretches.
LOL.
Those are
car.
stretches.
The stretch. That's a stretch. Okay, then my dislikes. I didn't like either of the villains. Like they weren't. Dave Bautista was like as an idea was cool, a cool villain, like this cool like Bane like type of villain. But like his opening scene was kind of corny. Like who are you? Just like
Show me
in and
your-
poke your eyes out.
yeah. Just take this seat like
show me your credentials and
Show me your credentials.
Kills the guy. Okay, cool.
It was very like James Bondy,
Yeah.
but it was kind of like it was too cheesy for me, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even like
it felt way too old James Bond.
Yeah.
and even after that,
lot of the
like
movie felt
there
like
was
that,
there was a car chase scene but I don't want to see Dave Bautista driving in a car. Like I want to see him like
Fighting.
muscling, James Bond, like a full on like 15-minute like let's go at it.
And then their fight scene was just really like mediocre.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
happened,
Their-
I was
their
like,
fight
what
scene at
the
the end,
fuck?
Yeah.
So he died in a cool way.
So
but,
him, and then the second, I mean the other villain, he was just kind of forgettable. Like
Christoph
even
Waltz.
again that opening scene, I really hated the opening scene. Not opening scene, but
where
where they're
showed
both being introduced, and even the bad guy in that table. Like, why is he in the dark? Like you can't see his face. I don't get it. I hate that you
him.
can't.
Very
see his face.
mysterious. Yeah.
And then at that point, like I mean, we would have known that it was that actor, right?
We for
Yeah.
sure already knew. In the previews, it was already.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it
Like,
wasn't
who
a
was he hiding
secret.
from? He was
Yeah.
with his people.
Yeah.
I think because 007 didn't know that it was him, and then he saw his face and he saw that it
I
was him because
guess,
he was
yeah.
his, he was his
They're
brother,
trying to
right?
build it up, but it's just like,
That's the other thing. Okay, my second one. It was kind of confusing, which yes, it was his stepbrother, right?
Yeah.
But it was like not clear.
Yeah.
They were just like they went around it
They
like so
talked
much.
about it.
Like you had to like catch it. Like here, like wait, who is he? Like
and then like the picture like
don't-
that he like brings up, and like the picture is like burnt off, and like he was younger at that point. Like, how
Yeah.
would we have
So
known? Like, that's
recognize-
how he looks now. Like, it's fucking 40 years
I
later.
don't
It's
know.
so stupid.
I didn't. I wished he would have said stepbrother or my brother. Like I don't think James Bond ever said my stepbrother at any point in the movie. I don't think so. Like they had to
Lord.
explain it some other weird way. Like
Mm.
just be straight up about it. I hated it. And the third thing I didn't like was I felt like this movie followed the James Bond template a little bit too much. Like, and I feel like
Yeah.
like
As
that about a lot
smart
of
bad guy with like the henchman. the
yeah.
strong
I feel a
henchman.
lot. I feel like that about a lot of James Bond movies. I guess, but some movies will once in a while like they'll surprise me and they'll be a little different. And usually when they do that, that's when I like them more. So, but it's weird because I feel like a lot of James Bond actually like when you stick to the template. A lot of fans just in general like when you stick to certain templates.
Oh yeah, the James Bond fans were just they're so like stuck in like it has to be this, and this, and it's just weird.
Same thing with the Star Wars fans though.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
Same thing with any hardcore fans. Like they want
I
it to
guess
be
it-
the way they
this is the-
like the whatever they like.
This is the 25th film, right? Or 24th, I guess. at
24th,
this
yeah,
point.
because the last one was 25th. So yeah, I thought a lot of like these quirky one line, and then maybe some of the stuff can work, but it has to be done in a certain way where it doesn't feel repetitive. It
Yeah.
just felt kind of repetitive. Like, okay, there's a car chase scene. Okay, there's a big buff bad guy. Okay, blah blah blah, and then
Yeah.
the end.
All right. It's my turn.
Go for
Spectre.
it.
My only like is Daniel Craig.
Wow.
I really like him as James Bond. Like I think he offers in general just like a more contemporary take on the character. He's not just like this womanizer character, which he still is.
Nah, he was.
But he still is
Yeah.
for sure. Especially in this movie, it was kind of like the whole love interest thing was like kind of quick.
Strong.
Like, but I think like in general, he just feels like a more real person as opposed to like the other ones where he's just like this super spy. Like he gets all the girls and everything, and he just feels so over the top.
Sure. I was
like this thing.
I was hearing a complaint about the exact opposite from from a James Bond fan who was saying
Yeah.
like, oh, he doesn't like that. James Bond is very like into his feelings, more like
Yeah.
he just wants to be like having fun,
Yeah,
just
and-
doing his part, you know.
Yeah, and I think that's like
Hilarious.
the only thing I do like about this iteration is that he is different and he feels like his own unique thing, which is fine to me. So
Dislikes.
dislikes.
Yeah, only three, please.
So Spectre just felt like a whole Hydra organization type thing, just not cool or interesting in any way. Like I never felt like they were like that much of a threat in a way, because like I feel like they hadn't really accomplished anything at that point, even though like they had like they were this close to getting all this like control over like the technology and
That's
stuff
a
like
good
that.
point. Yeah.
It just felt like they didn't feel like a threat to me.
I think if maybe one of the good guys from their side, like, oh, they're Spectre, like kind of like Hydra, like some of the people that were
like
already
they had an idea of what
that were part
was.
of the Shield, like they ended up being Hydra, like that was cool. Like it made you feel like they're infiltrated like aspects of your
Yeah.
life. Like you don't know what else they could where else they could be, who else they could be.
Yeah,
So
and
they didn't have, there was none of that. Like,
yeah,
who were
like they kind of like had that moment where they brought up, I think it was Quantum, right? Quantum of Solace or something like that. Like there was a moment where they brought up like one of the other movies, like that it was kind of tied into
Quantum
it.
of Solace, the other one was like, I'm
it
just have
was
no idea what
Casino-
happened.
It was
It was
Casino
Quantum.
Royale, I thought.
I thought it was Quantum.
What did
I
they
don't
say?
know.
What did they say?
I don't know. They kept on like just mentioning Quantum or something. Like, and like one of the guys was from the other movies, right? Wasn't he? I don't remember honestly.
Dude, honestly,
I
all
honestly
these-
don't remember Quantum.
I don't remember. Quantum's probably my other one that's least remembered.
Yeah.
The one that I think I remember was the first one. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Casino Royale.
Yeah,
No,
Casino
that's
Royale.
fine. But yeah, so the car chase is just like
You
all of them
disliked
just
it?
they were so bad. They were just so long and like nothing was happening for
I
like the
didn't hate
longest
car
time.
chases.
And then like
Mm.
the way that like he has like a flamethrower on the car and like he like stops him that way, like it's just like
Yeah.
okay, cool, like all right, like that's how it ends.
He
Like
ejects.
he
Yeah.
just ejects and
Uh,
walks off. And I mentioned also like earlier like the whole love interest felt a little rushed. Like they
Well,
met.
I don't think it was. Okay, well, go ahead.
Did feel rush.
Well, yeah, they met. He basically is saying like, "Oh, I'm gonna protect you," whatever. She doesn't want to be with around him, and then all of a sudden, like, they're in love.
Super in love.
I
And-
think because the way this James Bond, like Town Cracks James Bond, feels different from the other ones. I feel like the other ones are like, and I don't remember exactly, but I think the other ones, each movie is pretty separate from the one before.
Yeah.
They're not very connected, and these are a little bit more connected.
Yeah.
But they're not completely connected either. Like, but they
Mm.
are like some kind. So, if there's something short, I always assume like, oh well, it's just an untold story. Like, there's still gonna be another
Yeah,
one.
like
Because the other girl, the one from the first one,
Vesper.
like yeah, she still like they're still
talking about.
they still talk
Yeah,
about her
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
till the end. Like,
It's
okay.
from the first. It's from Casino Royale. Is that the
Yeah,
one? Yeah, the
yeah.
one that dies at the end of that. She drowns or whatever.
I don't remember.
I think she
how
dies
they-
in the second one.
Honestly,
Oh,
I
yeah.
I
she
don't
dies in the
remember
second one.
any
You're
of
right.
them.
You're right.
I think she dies in the second one.
Um,
Because she's a bad guy, and I still
Yeah.
don't remember everything. Like
Yeah.
What?
See, and that's like
That's
kind of
right,
my
that's
problem
right, she
with
was a
this
bad
movie
guy.
as a
That's
whole. It just feels like a movie I had seen plenty of times before, and like the whole time I couldn't help but think like, damn, I just wish this was a Mission Impossible movie.
You know what's funny? I was
I
thinking of Mission
like
Impossible while
I
was
like
watching it.
Mission Impossible so
Way
much
more.
more. Like
Oh,
for sure.
like yeah, they're way more over the top, but at least they're exciting
Yeah.
like throughout the whole movie. And
Yeah.
like yeah. So that's it for me.
All right, let's go through my likes and dislikes. I like that it was. I just like the dark tone of these 007 movies. So I like to have that dark tone. I think that definitely has. I like these series more than the what's the other
Pierce
actor?
Brosnan.
Because of their dark tone.
Yeah,
I
I
would
think
say.
overall they're better for sure.
More
Um,
serious tone, yeah.
Yeah, so they continued here. And then I like the desert scene when he's getting tortured and he walks out and just like fucks everything up, blows up. That was kind of cool. It was
Desert
really
scene?
quick. Yeah, the desert scene when they're in the little where he's tortured, when he's on the chair and he's being tortured.
With the drill?
Yeah, and he walks out and just like fucking everybody up. That was pretty cool. But my favorite part of the movie was the opening scene. The opening scene was pretty cool.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had a continuing
wait,
shot.
wait. That reminds me of something.
Go for it.
Okay, well, I don't know if you mentioned it, but
Go.
that right after the openings, after that desert scene,
Yeah.
he blows up one thing and then he
Oh yeah,
blows
yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah,
every,
yeah, yeah.
Did you mention that?
No, well,
And everything blows
yeah, that
up.
was kinda
the
stupid.
whole the whole place.
It's like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
But
No
I
way.
yeah, I didn't it didn't make much sense. But I liked the visuals. I liked that it was bright. I liked that like they were just walking out and just shooting everybody and they get to the top and like blows up. I just thought it was cool.
It was like a
But-
cool
Visually,
thing,
yes.
But like the fact that it happened was like so
yeah, it was
stupid.
kind of
Yeah.
stupid.
What?
Yeah, visually it was pretty cool.
remember seeing that
But
now.
the opening scene had a like a continuing shot from the moment like they were at the bottom. They get to the hotel room.
talking
Or
about
they
the-
get from the hotel room.
The
Yeah.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah. He comes out and he walks out and he's on the balcony. It was just like a continuing shot. So I thought that was pretty cool.
The collapsing building.
Yeah, and the crowd. Yeah, that was pretty fast. Okay, so my dislikes, that it was just so boring, dude. I hate boring movies, man. Like, and it doesn't even have to be like a movie. To some people, it might be boring. To many people, but to me, it might just be interesting as long as like it has good dialogue and like things are happening and it's interesting. But this is just like, oh god, I was sitting there just so bored. And it was the second time that I watched it, and I could not remember if I had seen it before.
So you put yourself through that twice?
Yeah, I know, dude. And just like the slow pacing, it was just like super slow. Nothing. It felt like nothing was going on. I was just so uninterested in everything that was going on. And it's such a shame because I really liked the villain, the actor.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph Waltz, yeah. God damn it! Like I was hoping it would be like an amazing Bond villain. I remember when this movie was coming out.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
was like,
excited.
this is this is gonna be great. This is gonna be the best
I
Bond
remember
movie.
that, yeah.
No, it was
It
terrible.
wasn't. Was that it?
All right, let's start rating it.
Oh yeah, rating it.
I will.
Did you already rate it?
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's a 3.
A 3?
I give it a 3.
Shut the front door. That was just you're just being petty, bro. I guarantee you there's something from the other movie we've seen that you hated more than this one. There's no way. That might be your lowest score. But
That's definitely your lowest.
That's pure pettiness, bro.
I don't know. Why would it be petty though?
I don't remember the other movies. I guarantee there's another movie that you actually
didn't like.
You actually didn't like.
I'd
Yeah.
rather watch what's
Photograph?
Photograph than watch this.
Bullshit.
Again. I promise
Fucking
you,
bullshit, bro.
I promise you.
What was the worst movie you've seen, Gus?
As much as I hate a Photograph, I would
I
rather
wish
watch
I would've-
Photograph.
I should've just had my phone.
The
Would you watch Godfather?
I would rewatch
No,
Godfather.
actually not Godfather. The other movie,
Yeah.
the Irishman.
Oh, Irishman?
I'd rather watch Irishman
I
for
would.
sure.
No.
I would sit down through Irishman before I would sit down.
That
and watch
that
it
one's
again.
longer
It
too.
does not even matter, bro. I would at least enjoy.
Like
some
at least there's some
scenes.
car, like at least a car chase scene. Like all right, there's a car chase scene.
Nah,
There's no car
bro.
chase scene in Godfather. I mean
bro.
Irishman.
The cards, I was just like, I found myself scrolling through my phone, bro, and I was like, I'd never. do this
Yeah, I
watching
wasn't
movies.
completely paying attention the whole
I was
time. I was like
disconnected, bro.
watching other stuff at the same time.
Okay,
Alright,
whatever. So 3, Gus. Well, should I go next?
5.5.
That's what I give it. 5.5.
Yeah.
Nice.
5.5.
Alright.
5.5.
No Time to Die.
Let's jump into
Who's
it.
first? Gus?
Yes, it is my turn to go first. Yeah, so this was kind of piggybacking off of what I mentioned with Daniel Craig earlier, but this is the most I've ever been interested in Bond as a character. Like he definitely felt more complex in this one. He definitely had like the emotion and everything, and like I really enjoyed that. They made him like somebody I cared about, especially going into the end where he actually dies, and it was just like I was like no way, like I couldn't believe they actually killed him off. And like I know this was like Daniel Craig's final like movie as Bond, and like they could have easily just let him go and be with his baby mama, but like the way that they had that send off, like it really hit for me. And like I don't think it would have hit if I didn't care about his character as Bond, or him as Bond. And like I really like enjoyed that as far as that goes. I really liked all the areas that they went to. Like I feel like this is kind of like a thing in Bond movies where they just go to all these different like locations.
Yeah.
But like in this movie, I really enjoyed like the opening area where they're in like Italy, and like they're driving through all these like winding streets and bridges and stuff like that. And there was just like really cool action scenes designed because of it.
For sure.
And just like overall, like throughout the whole movie, I felt like they did really good with all that stuff. Like even the final area where they're like going through like this like river tunnel type thing, and like it just looks like this weird basement, but like above them there's the whole garden and everything. And I thought it was really cool. And then going again,
Production value.
yeah, just they do spend a lot of money on these movies for sure. And then that whole final act I really loved. I know like
The final act?
yeah, so just like from the moment that they get to like try to save her,
Okay.
like from there all the way to the end, like I just really loved like how they executed the whole thing. It felt like really tense the whole time. Like there felt like there was pressure on him to actually succeed and everything, and like if they didn't, like this would have been like basically the end of the world almost. Like the villain was like this close to winning.
Yeah.
And it was like I really enjoyed that. And
you didn't get that from Spectre, huh? You never got that.
I never cared about like anything that was happening in Spectre.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, another thing I hated about Spectre, bro.
Go real quick. Pause. What?
Okay, the part where, because the whole thing was about surveillance, right, and technology.
Yeah.
The part was like, oh, when James Bond and they meet up, like right before the end, before they're gonna catch the bad guy. He's like, oh, he tells Q like, oh, like you take down the system, I'll go get the guy. Like the whole idea that the Q is really saving the day. He's saving the day.
Yeah.
James Bond didn't do anything. Like it felt like
Skin the bad
James
guy.
Bond had no point. There was no he could have done Q could have done it without him. Like
Yeah.
he was the one who like stalled everything on the
Stopped him.
computer. I don't remember exactly what he said, but like it was like a 2-minute scene where he pretty much tells him like you do this and I'll do this. Like it was like okay, so you do everything, and now I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go punch you. Which is another thing I kind of hate about the movie in general, that James Bond's kind of just like a punch people guy, and then there's no intelligence
Yeah.
sometimes.
Kind of like Die Hard.
Huh?
Kind of like Die Hard.
Yeah, but at least Die Hard is kind of funny.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
at least they make fun of it, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
likable in a way. Like it's
Yeah, and he does do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
back to No Time to Die.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No, you're good.
Forgot about this.
So this is not really a dislike because I was mostly fine with the length of the movie, but it
You're in
was,
dislikes now? Sorry.
yeah, I'm in
Oh.
dislikes now. But I was really tired when we went to go watch it. We watched it at 10:30.
Yeah, that was not.
And, like,
never
I
doing that
was-
again.
I felt so
I was
tired by the end of
laughing
it.
face.
Like, like it didn't necessarily feel like the movie was long,
But
but
that's
I
not-
just was really tired and like
That's
I,
not
that
complaining about
kind
the
of,
movie.
Like, no, I know, but like I got like to the point like where I kept checking my watch, like how much time is left in this, because like I was getting like to that point where I was like
You
starting to like
fall asleep.
asleep almost.
Yeah. Same.
Wait.
And it wasn't because the movie was boring. It wasn't because the movie was too long. It was just because of like the time.
How long was the movie?
But then that has nothing to do
2
with the
hours
movie.
and 45 minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah, and that's why. So
Sure,
like
okay,
a lot
fine.
of my dislikes for this movie are gonna be nitpicks because
You like this movie
I
a lot?
really enjoyed this movie.
Wow.
Okay. No
so
way.
I felt like Rami Malek's character, or I don't remember what his name was in the movie.
Me neither. Ryan Malek.
He felt really underutilized. Like he's such a good character or a good actor, and like for him to just be like there like bits and pieces at the end, and like when he like comes back to the island and shoots Bond and just like damn, like where were you this whole time?
Yeah.
Like I kind of wish he was more of a larger like opposing force to him throughout the movie, as opposed to just like that final like act where he just shoots him, and like they had that like back and forth a little bit. And
He's the one that took him out.
yeah, I mean he's basically the reason why he died.
Mm.
And damn, I had another thing that I was gonna say that I wanted to change my last point. I can't remember it, but I guess I didn't like that he had to die at the end, because I did really like his character. Like I kind of wish like he was able to like survive the situation. But I mean, it did have that emotional weight behind it, so I
Yeah.
guess like it's not that big of a deal.
Cool.
If I end up remembering my other point, I'll say it later. But yeah.
All right.
I'm
My
next. You're
turn.
next.
No, I'm next.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you went first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. No Time to Die. Likes. First one, the action. Like the action. I don't know if anyone else put that. I don't
Definitely
like
did.
putting just action, but
I've definitely put just action.
just putting action. The car scene, his old car. I like his gadgets. That's cool. When they start chasing him, just like he's a very like practical villain. Like he doesn't rely too much on gadgets. Like he's not Batman or anything like that. But I don't know how to explain it. The action feels real. I guess what I'm saying. There's not a lot of computer animation. I
Yeah.
guess that's what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
the action feels more, and it is real, right? Like they're using stunt doubles.
Yeah.
They're using him like
Practical effects.
yeah. It's very practical effects. So in that way, I like the action. And there's a lot of action scenes in this movie. Number 2 thing I liked was the opening scene. The opening scene was probably one of my favorite whole movie. The part in the snow with the girl,
Oh, yeah,
with the daughter.
Yeah.
I think if the rest of the movie was just like that, it was like, because normally the way a template works is like there's an action scene with James Bond beginning,
Yeah.
and it didn't jump straight to that. I thought James Bond was gonna come in or something, but it wasn't that. It was about the girl, right?
Mhm.
And it's from the story from the previous one, right? You guys remember that too?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't sure too. I was like, wait, there's a gun under the sink. Like,
she
is this
told
her?
him.
Like, it is her because
Yeah.
of the gun in the sink. And she didn't tell the whole story because she didn't say that, because in the Spectre you thought he kills the person
Yeah.
trying to kill her dad. But that whole scene was like, it was kind of like a scary scene. Like it was like like there's a bad guy in the house kind of thing, like a Home Alone type of thing. He kills the mom. It felt very different, so I liked it. The third thing I liked was, and it kind of goes along with the opening scene, was I like that this Bond kind of crosses more of those James Bond lines as far as like breaking that template. So for example, one, he has a child. I don't know if any other James Bond he has a kid.
Yeah.
He has a child. Like, okay, like that's not a very James Bondy, right? He's a dad. He's a dad. The other thing was that he died. Like for example, obviously, I'm not sure if he died in any of the James Bond movie,
I don't
even
think
if it
so.
was the last one.
Yeah.
I feel like
I feel
I
like
don't
most of the time he just retires or something.
think, maybe I don't know.
Which at the end of the day kind of wouldn't make sense for a
I guess yeah.
spy that level to like just be
He
like,
keeps
yeah, I'm
retiring.
yeah.
He kept retiring. He kept retiring.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
stopped
he
retiring
retired
like
in
5
like the
times.
second movie. Yeah, he retired again here.
And then the third thing from the crossing the lines was that there was another 007. Like I don't know if they ever had that. There was another 007, and it's I wonder if it's comment about like, oh, he doesn't believe there should be a woman 007 because he has said that in person before that. So I wonder if he was kind of like throwing people off because there's a woman 007. But this is kind of different though. It's not the
Yeah.
same thing as a woman. I don't think this is a woman 007 the way we meant it to be, right?
Yeah.
Like as
She's
in
not
their
James Bond.
Like as in their. But James Bond is a male name, so it's like
Yeah.
they're not the character, right? They're just the person with the title, especially like the way like I don't think this is a black Captain America with what's his face with
Sam Wilson.
yeah, Sam Wilson. Like he's just taking the mantle, like the title, but it's not the same thing. So yeah, it breaks lines, James Bond template lines. Things that I disliked. I did think it was too long. Like I think a movie doesn't have to be that long. Like if it's, and I'm not saying every movie should be less than 2 hours and 45 minutes because some movies could be 2 hours and 45 minutes and like every part of the movie like makes sense and it just needs to be there. I think not every part of the movie needs to be there. Like there's too much talking at certain points. Like it does feel too long. Like I think they should have trimmed like maybe 20 minutes off of it and it would have been better. The second thing I disliked was the villain and his plan, kind of. Like I was a little confused by what he was trying to do. What was he trying to do? Just kill everybody? Why?
Spread the.
But why though?
I don't know.
I don't know why he was trying to do
Vengeance.
Against who?
Well, so like the
Spectre against people.
But he already killed Spectre.
yeah, I guess like I don't know. I don't know if they really ever explicitly said like who his targets were, but I assumed that it was gonna be anybody that was like a criminal or any type of thing.
Criminal?
Yeah, because like
Was James Bond because James Bond was a criminal because he kills people?
well,
Because he mentioned him as a killer, like right?
yeah,
But he kills bad guys.
I guess.
And if
I
he's
don't
killing
know.
bad guys, he's just doing the same thing with James
Well,
Bond.
I mean, that's for him to decide, right? That's why
Yeah.
you don't let somebody decide who lives and who dies. And he was deciding on who lives and who dies. And I think that's what they were trying to stop.
Because like when they brought up the list of names, like it just kept going and going. So I don't think he was trying to kill everyone, but I think he
Not
was,
everyone, right?
I
Like
think he was trying to kill like
a lot of people.
specific like
Group of people.
groups of people like that were.
I'm sure people in
bad or
charge
whatever.
also.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wouldn't want people in charge that
Mm-hmm.
are not bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure, but why though? I'm so confused. Why? Like I don't know. Like I felt like revenge, but I didn't know revenge against who.
Yeah,
because-
like it was initially revenge because his
Spectre.
family was killed.
And
so-
also like why? Like he took the girl, but then he just let her go. Like I don't understand that part either. Like what was the point of taking the daughter or the daughter?
I think he just had a soft spot for little kids because he saved the girl in the beginning, and he was a child when his whole
But he
family got
wouldn't
murdered.
say.
So he saved. I think.
And why did
I saw this
was
as-
he? What was his hate towards the girl?
I think it was just
He was just using her.
hostage
he
situation.
didn't hate her.
He took her daughter.
Oh,
Well,
you're talking about
he was using her as a way to get to Bond,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And why did he Bond?
I don't know.
Okay,
See, the
maybe
thing is
I'm
that
still-
they could have killed Bond earlier, when they were
Yeah.
in Cuba.
Yeah.
I didn't mention that. I really like the Cuba scene.
Oh,
the
that was
the
one-
girl
Man,
that
you
helped
guys taking
him.
my
she
Wait,
was
shit,
like-
man. You guys
that's
take
my
my
last-
shit.
That's my last dislike. My last dislike. Need more of the brunette girl.
she was really cool. Like,
Did you-
I liked her a lot.
She was my favorite girl.
Yeah,
I completely
She
forgot
was
to
there for
mention
like
that.
10 minutes.
She stole the
Not
show.
10 minutes.
She
but-
stole the show.
Dude, she
Yeah.
was
She was
funny.
never liked her,
Like it was like, is
Yeah.
she the
She's
girl
like,
from
I need a drink.
from Knives Out?
Oh,
I wasn't sure. I don't
She looked
think so.
familiar, but I
Like,
don't know.
I feel like it was her, but I wasn't sure.
We've seen her somewhere. We've seen her somewhere. I was trying to remember where.
I don't know if it was her. Maybe, but She was good, and she was like, and she could fight too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
It looks so cool when she was on the
it was
ground and she
just-
like, yeah.
I don't know,
for
man. She's my new crush for sure.
I remembered my one of my dislikes.
No,
that I
it's Alex'
couldn't-
turn.
But hold
Just
on.
kidding, no.
It was basically that, like, I don't know if it's just because I've been watching a lot of stuff with subtitles lately, but there was a lot of times where I couldn't understand what was being said. Like, I don't know, like
From
like
who? I didn't get
from I don't like
From the main
Rami
guy?
from
Oh.
Rami Malek's character. Like
Sure.
sometimes, like when he was talking,
that. Oh yeah,
like
his voice.
his voice. I don't know if it
His
was too
accent.
deep in his accent. Plus,
No,
like
it
the
was too
audio, it just
soft.
felt weird. Like,
He
I
would
just
talk
couldn't
like-
yeah,
he
like
would talk like this, and
yeah, and like I just felt like I couldn't understand some of the stuff we were saying. So that was like
it's not. It wasn't Bane bad, but
yeah, it wasn't being bad, but I just kind of
Well, you looked that up. I'm gonna start going through my likes. I put action. Yeah, I think the action was top notch. It was noticeable. My favorite two action scenes was a car scene, specifically when he's
they're shooting the car.
where's she from?
It is
Where's she
her?
from?
Knives Out.
It is nice. Oh, it
Yep.
is her.
Yeah, when they're shooting the car and then the guy gets right up to the window and he's about to break the glass and he's just kind of there and the girl's asking for help. That was badass. And I really liked the Cuban scene. That was sick because of the girl. Yeah, because and I liked
Oh yeah, the Cuban scene.
and I liked the girl 007. She was pretty badass too.
She was badass too.
Yeah, I like all this shit that she did. I like the conclusion. So the fact that he died and like Gus had said, like the final act was pretty top notch. Yeah, I like that they killed him off. What the hell? Like we've never seen 007 die, right? I can't think of a movie where he died.
I mean, there's only
even though
one
I
of the
haven't
movies.
seen all
There's
of them.
only one other movie he would have died which would have been the last movie from Pierce Brosnan, right? Because obviously he wouldn't die like his second movie. Because
Yeah.
we all know once they get an actor, he's there for like 5-6 movies, blah blah
Of
blah.
course.
So I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but
whatever.
they killed him off, so that was cool.
Killed him off. Yeah.
And he died in a really cool way. And like the villain got the better of him, so it was all cool.
I hated that. I don't understand the villains. For that. I don't understand what his motivation was to just screw up James Bond's life. I guess.
I don't know what my last like is here. I think I did a spell check or something.
Stupid. Remember. Dumbass. What did it say?
Villanova. Maybe you just meant villain.
Villain.
Oh yeah, I
you
think I
meant
just like the
villain.
villain. Yeah, that's right.
Duh.
Yeah, I really like the villain. I really like the actor. I liked his backstory with wanting to get revenge on Spectre. I like the opening scene. Like everything around the villain was pretty badass.
Yeah,
But now
but
that you bring up all those things, yeah, it's kind of confusing. Like, why did he want to kill? Why did he want to kill Bond? Why did he want to kill all these people? Did we miss that? Were we all asleep? Maybe.
No,
No.
I don't think they ever explicitly said what his ultimate plan was. They like looked at all the data and saw like all those names and everything, but they never said like, oh yeah, this is what
Why?
I want to do.
That's a good point.
I mean, he wanted to use the robots, the nanorobots,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to kill a lot of people and like
But
be in control of
why,
the world.
we don't know.
why, and then also why? What was his
Vendetta.
Power.
What was his thing with James Bond? Like, what was connection to James Bond?
Maybe he just knew that Bond was the only one that could stop him. I don't know.
Okay,
But-
He's not like Superman.
He is
or
James
anything.
Bond though, bro. He is James
Bond
Bond.
Yeah,
does
but
have a
in their
reputation,
world,
I guess.
in their
In
world,
their world,
he's just a person.
James Bond.
Oh my god.
That's who he is. It's John Wick.
Okay, whatever.
All right, so my dislikes. It was a little confusing at times. Like just too many people to follow. It kept going back to connecting back to the last movie, which was my second dislike, which is that it was the fact that it connected so much to previous movies. I don't.
Wait,
like
the
that.
dislike or
Yeah, dislike. I do not like that.
Really?
I see 007s as like standing movies, like you had mentioned before.
So you want to go old school? You think
I'd
you should
rather
old school
go old school and every movie just be its own thing. The fact that I'd have to like try really hard to remember some of the things, even though we just saw Spectre, and I was like, man, like okay, I'm trying to remember all these little things. The only scene which I really liked that it connected to the last
Oh, I forgot
movie
about
was the opening scene.
No, I forgot the black guy too. The black guy from Casino Royale. I like.
Oh
that he was in it,
yeah,
too.
yeah, that's right.
Jeffrey
He comes out
Wright.
Casino
He said that he
Royale.
died,
That's
too.
where
We
he's
didn't even
from.
mention it.
I didn't even
Felix.
remember, dude. I couldn't remember where he's from. But yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
it worked really well with the opening scene, right? Because yeah, she had told the story about the guy. Who
For
came to her
sure,
house.
the opening scene was a hard.
But
like,
then after that, it was just so confusing, man. I'm like, well, when was this? When did this happen? Who's this? And a lot of faces that we're supposed to know. A lot of things they were saying that we're supposed to know, but I just didn't know. And then,
dude, you can't even. I know you can't read your own writing, but you can read your own
I
spelling on
mistyped,
your
bro.
phone.
Unlikable Bond.
Unkillable.
Oh yeah. God damn it.
Wait, did it say unkillable or unlikable?
Say
You put unkillable.
I'm like, why am I? Okay, so that's hilarious.
Yeah, like
so
dyslexia.
I didn't like. Yeah, I did.
No, I think
I
he's
didn't like.
blind.
He seems just too unkillable in this movie. Like
He's
that
unkillable
was.
in every movie, bro.
Yeah, I know, but this one, like, there was a scene where
I was thinking the same thing.
he
but-
was just standing in the forest, and the guy was shooting at him, coming at him with the car, and he's just kind of like walking around. Like,
Oh, the
just
forest
chilling.
was kind of cool. Like,
It was
I,
a cool scene.
it's funny because I thought the same thing in that scene. It's like, why is he just walking
Yeah.
like all casually? But then he led him into that thing.
Yeah,
And I was like,
so-
wait, no, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well,
So completely made me rethink that scene because if nothing would have happened, he just would have the car would
it
just
would've
pass
been
by.
kinda stupid.
It probably would have been just
Yeah,
like,
it was cool. It was cool.
oh my
But
god.
a lot of shots fired at this guy, man.
That's
A lot of
not.
misfire.
I don't think that was the biggest case where he dodges death.
I
don't
noticed
think
more
so.
here than I did in Spectre. In Spectre, at least, like, he was getting his ass kicked by Bautista, and he took a lot of damage. And this one, even though he died, so he did die.
He did. Yeah, you know what's funny? As I was thinking of him, I was gonna put like, oh, like this is stupid. Like, how is he not dying? But I took it off because he did
He did
die.
die at the end.
Yeah, so stupid. He did end up dying.
But yep. Overall,
It's the one with the grenades,
it
right?
was fun.
They were throwing
Oh,
the grenades
yeah,
down the stairway.
Yeah, and one blew up.
That
Yeah.
part was like,
Yeah,
that was a little
Yes,
unbelievable.
yes.
Like he threw
Thank
one
you.
up there,
the
but then
stairway scene.
like he didn't even go behind something. Like he just went,
It was right in front of him. Pop. Like,
then he
oh.
moved a little bit like to the side of the stairs, but still like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a
that
few
part was a
moments.
little hard.
A few moments. All right, let's
Oh,
rate it.
Oh no! Oh, I did like some
Cool.
of the technology they used. Was it the elevator? The bad guys when they do that thing with the
The
magnet?
magnets.
Oh
is
yeah, that
cool.
was pretty cool.
It was
Yeah.
cool, a little
Gadgets.
stupid. Like I don't
Bring more
understand.
gadgets. This is what Bond is about. Like
I
we
feel like
didn't-
you still would
we
get
didn't
really
use that
hurt
many
by that,
gadgets.
right?
I don't know what,
We didn't use that many gadgets. Like, he
but I
didn't
think
use-
I think it purposely doesn't want to use too many gadgets because then it becomes more double more unbelievable, more Mission Impossible, less practical, less practical effects,
man.
more animation. I'm
I
sure.
want the gadgets, bro.
That's
This is what differentiates 007 from other spy movies. It's the fucking gadgets. Even Mission Impossible doesn't really use gadgets too much. I think 007 is
Isn't Mission
Yeah,
Impossible
gadget-
like
I'm not just
Spider-Man?
talking about
Spy.
gadgets. I'm talking about like gadgets that aren't real, right?
sure.
Like
Nah.
fake gadgets. Like that was a fake gadget with the magnets.
Yeah.
Right? That seems something like from Mission Impossible. Like that from Mission Impossible,
Yeah.
I feel like uses more stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
unrealistic
what? No
things.
way.
Yeah.
Like the mask,
Yeah.
right? You if they had masks in 007, that'd be kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, but the
like,
masks are pretty real. Those are real though. That exists.
in real life,
Yeah,
Gus.
it's 100% real. You
No
can,
way.
I promise you, bro. Look it up. Those have been
Not
around
like
for a
to
while.
that extent. Though,
Oh,
right?
bro, no, to that extent, bro.
You change your laugh out. It makes me laugh more. Your laugh is a little different, but I
No,
love it.
it's been around since for decades. This is the
Alex, shut the fuck up, dude.
bro. I'm serious.
Even the way they make it in that machine and everything,
Oh,
and
okay,
then just
not the
put
way
it
they make
on,
it. Not the way they make it.
like maybe
Maybe-
prosthetic.
I don't know how they make it.
I'm pretty sure you used prosthetic like an hour before. Like I don't even believe.
Speaking
what,
of
I don't-
prosthetics, we saw a trailer before for like House of Gucci, and that did not look like Jared Leto at all.
it didn't. Look
I didn't
what?
even know that was him.
But okay, that's another
yeah,
topic.
yeah.
Jared Leto was.
Don't worry
House
about
of
it.
Gucci, yeah, just don't. It was just random.
Don't worry
thought.
Was I not there for that one?
Probably not.
I don't remember.
You got.
We'll
it,
just say
but
you're
you
not.
weren't.
You weren't. Let's read it.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I'll go first.
Go for it. Using the high
Uh,
score.
You're gonna give it the highest, Gus.
yeah.
You talked about
8.5.
9. Oh,
8.5? 7.75.
Mine was a 7. I gave it a 7. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I don't know.
enjoyed it. I honestly.
That's the
Alright.
best one for
Yeah.
me so
I
far
think
that I could think
I
of.
think it might
I don't
have been
know.
the best one, but I think the first one. I really like the
I
first.
think Casino
I-
Royale
I-
and Skyfire are still
I would
slightly
need
better.
to
for me, I
rewatch
think.
those because like I legit don't remember much of them. I don't know, like these Bond movies, I've only seen them once each, maybe, and like
Yeah.
I just don't remember them too
Mm.
much.
Hmm.
They
I-
don't leave that lasting of an impression.
I was
on
just
me.
thinking about Mission Impossible all the time. Honestly.
Yeah,
I think I did like Casino Royale the most. That's the one I remember the most every time I think of him again.
Yeah.
Like the plane scene when he put that little bomb on the guy and he just like he blows him up and he just has like that smirk on his face like he got him.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When he's chasing a bad guy in the airport,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then like they're like on the strip almost, and then like they're fighting, and like he has like a little bomb. The bad guy has like a little bomb on him, and then like he puts it on. It's on the car. He puts it under the truck because he's gonna blow up a plane. He's gonna blow something up. And James Bond, like, he's in the truck, and then like he's like under the truck. He grabs it. He sees it and he grabs it, and he's fighting him again. And then like the cops finally come, and then it separate. Like they kind of have Bond under arrest, I guess. And then like a few seconds later, like boom, like the guy blows up. Like you don't even see it, but he just blows up, and he just has like this face, like damn, like
evil,
like, and it's cool because it's a new James Bond. It's just like, this is much different. I don't know, but
it's dark.
That's like the first dark, the feeling of it being dark.
Something else I really liked,
and also poker,
was the music. Like I like
score.
Yeah, the score was cool. Hans Zimmer did a good job with it. Like they were obviously like the similar like songs, but like the way he changed them up a little and everything was really cool.
All right, what are we watching next week?
Well, I thought we were in Squid Game now.
Did you watch Squid Game?
I saw all of it. Yeah.
You saw all of it?
Yeah. Saw all of it.
Did you guys?
Sick, huh?
I've been done with it.
Dude,
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Wait, did you want to talk about it now?
Oh, we could.
Let's do it.
Just make it a separate thing if you want, or put it in there, whatever. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about it.
Oh, no, but we didn't have to think of likes and dislikes.
Yeah, let's do a whole nother episode.
Okay,
let's do a whole episode.
Movie for next week. Halloween, the new Halloween comes
Dune,
out
is Dune coming out next week or 2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
I thought it was next week, but it's 2 weeks.
Halloween.
It's not on HBO though, huh? It's on
what?
Dune,
Dune is on HBO.
What?
Dune.
I'm not gonna watch that on HBO.
I'm gonna watch that in theaters.
Are you serious? That's one of the movies you were thinking about it too.
I don't know. Well, cause I don't want to. I mean, it's gonna be free on HBO. I don't know if I want to go spend fucking $40 to go watch.
$40.
Me and Leslie. To go watch a movie.
I think I have AMC Movie Pass.
No, I definitely.
This is where you fucked up, bro.
I guess I'm gonna have to get AMC Movie Pass.
Dude, movie are coming back out again, bro. Like, there's so many movies coming back out again. Dune is the one movie like
I feel like
you have to watch.
You have to watch an IMAX.
Yeah, I think so too.
For sure. But Halloween, I think you can watch in Amazon Prime or Peacock.
It'll be free. Really?
I think it's you're paying Peacock.
I don't have Peacock.
It's probably
you don't have cock.
So yeah, we'll do that next week then. Halloween and
Halloween. Yeah, you want to do Halloween? You guys?
I like the last one.
I did like the last one. That's true.
Yeah. So
fine.
It feels really different.
What about Last Duel? That comes out next Tuesday.
I'm not too excited about that. Last Duel.
Oh, that comes out.
Last Duel
with Ridley Scott, Matt Damon.
Oh,
come on! You're not excited about Last Duel? I feel like I'm more excited about that.
I didn't know what it was, to be honest. What is it coming out on? Because I didn't see it.
It's
on the
out.
17th. I think it's the 17th.
Oh yeah,
when is it?
Here. It's the 15th.
The 15th. So yeah, next week. Next week. I much rather do Last Duel.
No, than Halloween.
Bro, I much rather do Last Duel.
Just watch Last Duel on your own.
Nah, let's do Last Duel.
You can still watch. No.
Executive decision.
Me and Gus picked Halloween
over Last Duel. Have you seen?
I haven't even seen the trailer. I know what it is.
I guarantee you it's gonna be a better movie than Halloween.
Don't guarantee that.
I can't guarantee it.
I mean, we could do both, but that
we would have to go to theaters twice.
Yeah.
But we're not watching a show. I mean, we're not doing a show, so
let's just jump to theaters. You know how they jump theater? Like
let's spend a whole day there, or what?
Didn't we do that 3 movies one time? What's the most we've ever been in a theater?
I think we've done it at 3. Yeah.
You remember? 2 for sure.
All right, guys. Let's finish it here. I gotta. Yeah.
That's gonna be it for this week. We'll figure out the movies. Well, you'll figure out when we figure out, basically.
Bye.
Bye.